Hey, babies. So, I'm gonna tear all this down. Get this moved back out of the way. Get this moved out of here. I stopped and got supplies this morning, so I went ahead and ordered some plastic. I gotta cut the zip ties. I can't pull that off. So, bring some more light in here. And then I can also bungee cord back the plastic. So I'm gonna do it a little differently. So I'm gonna get that taken care of. How's everybody doing? Yeah, you like it better when the light's on, huh? Then you come in here and sit. Yeah. I can leave that down for now. I was gonna put the plastic up there. I think I'm still gonna staple the plastic up there, but I'm gonna bungee cord it back. So there's more light in here because I'd like to perch on there. But with the tarp there, it was blocking off the sun. And the babies are up there on their little perch. So I got a lot of chores to do. So I started off, I got pooper scooping. I used my little pooper scooper. I did have to move my boards an inch apart. I left the back one where it was at because that's the right distance away from the wall so they don't poop on the wall. And then I just move these forward maybe an inch, less than an inch. So I got to get these scraped. But like I said, with it being winter, I did scrape as best I could. So I can't wait till spring where I can get these scraped good, get them sanded, and get them stained. Because they'll pressure wash better that way. So I got the pooper scoop. I'm going to get some fresh straw down here. It is what it is through the winter. I'm going to get the duster around here. It's going to be kind of nice through the daytime. It's going to be below freezing at night, but I'm going to check the news. I may open that door up in the daytime just to get more cross breeze in here. The heater's not been on. It's been good enough that they're fine. It was just that quick freeze blast, huh? Went down to 0. I know. And the wind was heavy, so that's all I was trying to do. So I got my tarps down. Gotta get those folded. I picked up supplies today, so I got their grid all filled back up. And I did get some plastic. I got another pail because I keep leaving these outside, and then in the wintertime, they get brittle, and I go to pick them up and they crack. So, and I got some more. Can never have enough bungee cords, you know? I mean, I don't know where all my bungee cords go. And of course, over the seasons, after a couple years, they just don't work anymore. So I'm going to work on starting to clean this up a little bit. Got to get their waters changed. Ducks have been in here, of course. And then you would think because the ducks sleep in here that it would be messy, but I did not pooper scoop any of this. And I do not see no duck droppings nowhere because, you know, ducks are messy. I do have some eggs. I don't know where my ruins, if my ruins have quit laying. Ain't nobody in there, is there? No. Or I got to clean my pens out. So I just have the Peking's egg. I got to get this all dusted. See, I got to get these cleaned out. But these light ones like this, those are fake eggs. I don't have any in there. So I got to clean all my boxes out, put fresh straw on all those, get everything dusted, get some fresh straw down in here, and that'll do for now. I'm not trying to get anything spotless, especially in the wintertime. So, got to throw some lime down just because. And then I'm going to start out here. All right, I have all the boxes. Got all the straw dumped out. We're going to dump that out in the yard somewhere. And took a little duster, a little bit, but I think I'm going to need to open this window. Get some cross breeze for this dust in here. All right, got that window open. And, you know, people say, how come you have such clean eggs? I do not wipe my eggs off. They come from here straight to the egg carton. So somebody wants an egg. But that's why you want to keep your boxes clean. See how clean they are when you don't. I do not wipe these off. You can tell my fake eggs. I put a magic marker on them. Because sometimes they'll lay a lighter color. They don't stay dark every single time. So I think I'm going to quit here. They're waiting for me. I got to get some fresh straw put down there. And that should be it for now. So hopefully soon I'll get all that stuff fixed. Because I don't want to see no wires whatsoever. No extension cords. So that's my goal, is to get, you know, I got a light switch on the outside of here. So I want to get another light switch on both sides if I can. I don't care if the wires are stapled to the wall, the main feed wire. You know, I can camouflage those, paint them white, whatever. But I just want to make sure I got enough plugins in here that I do not need extension cords. And then I also want a switch out there in that kennel and a plug-in. So we'll get there eventually. So I'm going to go dump this, come back and lay some straw, and then I'm going to start out in the chicken run. Got the ducks. I put extra straw back here. So got my plastic. So I think I'm going to do it in 2 sections, kind of like a curtain. So it'll go more than half for that side, and then that side. So if it storms or whatever at night, I need to close it, I can. Or if we get that wind with it pouring down the rain, which will come, just not gonna be right away. Then that way I can tie it back on both sides. And then I can also cover up that, have it come down over that, help protect that. I might turn that around and move that and open it up some so they can get to it from the inside. I might do that. What do you think, Franklin? Huh? We gotta get some of this changed around for the winter. Okay? What you doing, baby? Where's your ladies? Huh? You getting to be such a pretty... Yeah. Such a handsome young man. Got the girls in there underneath, so I'm gonna go get my stapler. Don't poop on it. Lily, don't poop on my plastic. You hear me, girlfriend? So I'm gonna go get my stapler, come back, get this turned around to get that opened up so they can go in there and lay an egg if they want or whatever. Because I don't use that till spring. Like I said, in the wintertime, I take a break. So let me go and get my stapler and get started on this, and then I can staple it up on the wood up there. I don't look pretty, but I'm gonna bungee cord it back. So I turned this little house around. I got that part stapled there. This part's open. And I could pull this all the way over there and bungee this all the way open. And I've been missing ruin eggs for the last couple days. Thelma always lays hers in the coop in that one cat house that she likes the best. So as I was moving this, I was going to open the top of this, and I found a ruin egg up in there. Of course, I took it out and put it inside there, and I just noticed there's like divots in there. So the ruins have been going up in there laying their eggs. But at least I found that. It's the only place I didn't look. Of course. I think they know this. Don't you? You know where I'm not going to look. Well, now, I know to look in there every day. So I got this one pole here. Help holding this door open because they can go up in there. But anyways, I'm going to bungee cord this back and then get a piece of plastic for here. So let me work on that. Cut me a piece there. Are you girls getting curious? Huh? Well, you never bothered going in there before. Maybe that's why the ducks feel safe. I don't know. Alright, so I got both sides stapled up and bungee cord back. So if we get those heavy rains with a lot of wind that pushes it in there, in order to help keep them dry and keep it dry in here, all I have to do is drop these plastic curtains. They can still get out if they want, so just have to make sure when I do that none of them are out here. So I don't want them to get stuck out and then not think they can't get through that plastic. So what I might do, I'll have to think about it. Yeah, what I do for you chickens. I'm telling you. It's the winter I hate the most. Oh, we got a chicken up in there already. Lay your egg. Don't play around and don't knock the straw out. All right, let me get my bungee cords picked up. Okay, I do got them kind of bungee corded, and I got these posts, plastic posts in to help hold it. And everybody's panning out. And you notice they're behind that plastic, which this is their favorite perch anyway, so. All right, so they got their opening there, but this is blocking some of the wind. It's starting to cool down again. So, but that'll give them their opening. And that's why I don't like tarps really, because tarps cut out the sun or the daylight. So the plastic kind of helps brighten it up a little bit more in here. So they should be good. And they got their grit, they've got their shells, and I've bought different kinds. This is their absolute favorite, is the kind that's like this instead of like the rocks, the flakes. I mean, they'll gobble that up. Let's see. Ugh. So that's what I got. And then when I mix their feed inside the house in that bucket. So I put their crumbles in there, and Mother Oats, like the oats that you feed your kids. I pour some of that in. Garlic powder. If I have any spices. So I mix it in a bucket at a time, just whatever I got in the house, stuff that's dry for their health and stuff. So, and then I've got some of their scratch down there, which I buy the scratch, and I buy an extra bag of black oil sunflower seeds, because that's good for them. And then as you see, I've got the oats in there too. So, which is a little bit more nice and stuff for the ducks. Don't lay your eggs out here, okay? All right. So I'm going to leave that down like that because it's starting to rain again. It's just sprinkling. So I'm going to leave their opening open because it's not supposed to rain all day. Just here and there. And that way they can get outside to their patio if they want. But they're good in there. All right. I'm going to go in and get me something to eat, okay? Y'all behave. All right. Keep an eye on them, Franklin. I'm going in. We got some inside the coop laying eggs. Couple in the coop laying eggs. Thelma's in there laying her egg. Runes are out here. They haven't laid an egg yet. They are usually afternoon layers. So I'm going to leave that open so they can get out to their little patio there if they want. It's not going to rain all day. And that should be good for now.